All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready. 8, read.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, wahoo!
58's the money. 58's the money. Let's go. Alert.
22 jet bomber. Snap.
A give to Kamara running right. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Mahoney got his man complete over the middle. It's Glover. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
So we got man. Slam. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill.
Big grip.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Show it up.
Hit it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Mahoney. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Squeeze, double. Watch out.
X3. 218. Chopper.
3, alert 3. 36. You go tight. You got tight.
Let go.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
60 or.
58 right there. It's our time. It's our time.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Kamara, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Switch.
Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They do not score.
At the 20-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 20-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Not today. Check.
5.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Ready.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Now. Hey, Charlie. 6'6", bullet high. Now.
Looking to throw. Mahoney. Throw left side complete. It's Knight. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. 8 read.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get your swerve on.
operating from the gun. Mahoney. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Mahoney, the quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. Good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On first down, Nicholson. And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Nicholson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Nicholson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go out.
He's checking crack. Slam.
Go.
Back to throw. Nicholson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Match box right. 5.
From the gun, Nicholson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock the outlet away and bring up second down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Tevin Coleman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking to throw. Nicholson. And an alley to run. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First down, Falcons.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Back to throw. Nicholson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On the ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Shoot.
Back. Hook up.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
General West. Hey, Alpha. 5.
Looking to throw. Nicholson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Come. Hey, Zoo.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
Yep.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now.
Back to throw. Nicholson. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Rush in.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
54. He gets moved. He's not going to get me. Shift. Watch the shift.
Get it.
2nd and 4. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Got it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
54. Watch 54. Target.
Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let him know. Undercrush. Check your hot read. Joker.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
I'm on. Say. Check.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Running with Kamara. They find some open field here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Any weapon. Check 25, check 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Red team spill.
On 1st and 10, Nicholson. Over the middle, complete. It's Fleming. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
59, Mike the 59. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
On 1st down, it's Curtis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. That's SOS.
Blue draw Porker.
SOS.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curtis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bomber.
On 3rd and 2, Nicholson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
X3, 218, chop. Check 43. Cut. Hit it.
They'll run it with Jones. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Falcons 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw on second down, Mahoney gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
At the 19-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the ground, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 60 or. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. We own them. Check 9-5.
Looking to throw. Mahoney. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ready, ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
70.
A big-time play there for the Falcons. 48 yards. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
Check, 59.
They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Leo.
We got 3. Let's go.
On 4th down, Nicholson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Saints, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.